WrestleMania 39 Night 2, Cody Rhodes dethrones Roman Reigns, the best and worst of WrestleMania 39 Night 1. Triple H sends a message to Rhea Ripley. The Rock sends a message after not appearing at WrestleMania 39 Night 1. Backstage details on Vince McMahon giving orders at WrestleMania 39. Sami Zayn's wife gets the spotlight after WrestleMania 39 Night 1 main event. What happened with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens after WrestleMania 39 went off air. Let's jump right into it. The best and worst of WrestleMania 39 Night 1. Welcome to the best and worst of WrestleMania 39 Night 1. It was a good start to WrestleMania 39 this year, and we can't wait to see what's in store tomorrow. A small shout out to the Street Profits for winning the exhibition tag team match, a match that would have been better if there were any actual stakes involved. So let's jump right into the ups and downs of a fantastic night at the Showcase of the Immortals. Number 4. Best, Rhea Ripley vs. Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania 39. Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair delivered in what was an excellent women's title match. Given the lackluster build-up to the match, it certainly delivered on a large scale. This was the second time the two faced off in a singles match at the Show of Shows, and the spoils went to Ripley at WrestleMania 39 who, by winning the SmackDown Women's Championship, has given the Judgment Day their very first title in a year. She is becoming the biggest star of the faction, and this was nothing short of a star-making performance. While it was the right decision not to have them headline the night, they certainly delivered as though it was a main event of WrestleMania 39. Number 2. Worst, John Cena wrestling like he has a flight to catch. John Cena and Austin Theory opened WrestleMania 39 with a United States title match. The match was by far the poorest of the night, and we have to question what Cena's motivation was heading into this. It didn't help that he only appeared once in the build-up, but this matchup featured none of his kickouts or Super Cena moments. He wrestled as if he had a flight to catch 5 minutes after the match, and everything felt so rushed. Overall, it was likely the poorest that we have seen the Cenation leader perform at WrestleMania, and that's saying a lot considering that just a few years ago, he was squashed in a few minutes by The Undertaker. We have to cut him some slack because he is the greatest of all time, but that doesn't mean that a bad performance can't be called out. Austin Theory doesn't feel like he has been elevated in the slightest. The fan reaction, as you can imagine, was not positive. The only good part about this match was Cena's unique entrance. Number 3. Best, the outcome of Rey vs. Dominic Mysterio. Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio didn't have the best match of the night at WrestleMania 39, but it certainly was a good one worthy of the stage. It was a great bit of storytelling, and Dominic's prison entrance was epic. He has done his role to perfection, and at ringside, he got heat by pouring his sister Alia's drink on her face while also getting slapped by his mother. Ultimately, it was the returning music megastar Bad Bunny who made the difference. Bad Bunny was at ringside to do Spanish commentary, and he got up to hold the chain that Dominic was about to use. He tugged it away, and the distraction allowed Rey Mysterio to get a well-deserved win. While some might argue that the younger Mysterio should have won at WrestleMania 39, it was the right outcome given how many beatings his father took and how much humiliation he suffered in the build-up. Number 1. Worst, the 6-woman tag team match. We were unfortunately disappointed by the returning legends Lita and Trish Stratus at WrestleMania. Ring rust is a very real thing, so perhaps Stratus can get a bit more slack for that. Unfortunately, the three of them didn't gel as well as fans would have hoped, and it didn't translate to a good match on screen. The result was certainly the right one, but the match at WrestleMania didn't feel important at all. Number 2. Best, Seth Rollins vs. Logan Paul. Seth Rollins faced Logan Paul in a match that delivered as expected. The match went on third at WrestleMania 39, and it didn't surprise anybody that it was so good. The Maverick belongs in the ring, and as much controversy as he creates outside the ring, he and WWE are both benefiting from this partnership. Logan Paul not only likes being hated, but he seems generous enough to put over superstars who are better than him. KSI made a surprise appearance as the Prime Drink mascot. In what will almost surely be a viral moment, Seth Rollins dragged him onto the announce table, with Logan Paul inadvertently splashing on his business partner instead of his opponent Rollins. We don't have a single bad thing to say about it, not even about Rollins' unique pink gear that he wore onto the stage at WrestleMania 39. Number 1. Best, the main event. WrestleMania 39 ended in the most spectacular way possible. On a technical level, some would argue that Seth Rollins vs. Logan Paul will be the match of the weekend, while some of the hardcore fans will likely say that the NXT North American Championship match from Stand and Deliver was better. What makes a wrestling match great isn't just technical abilities and flips, it's storytelling. And no match on night 1 did that better than the main event. The Usos faced Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens for the undisputed tag team titles, and it was as much of a thriller as you would expect. We have to commend the Usos for being the greatest tag team in WWE history, and their reign ending is a good moment to look back at how much they have truly leveled up since the days of being bland face paint babyfaces. But the night was always going to belong to KO and Sami Zayn. They had the crowd in their palm, and each kick out from each superstar made people around the world gasp for air. There were many gut-wrenching and heart-stopping moments, but the climax was hard to beat. Sami Zayn is truly a master of storytelling, and we urge you to watch the finale, where he is standing from across the ring from Jey Uso. It all came full circle, and thanks to Kevin Owens taking out Jimmy Uso, Sami Zayn hit 3 consecutive Hell of a Kicks to end the incredible 622-day reign of the Usos. WrestleMania 39 Night 1 ended in the best way possible, with the two best friends standing tall. Let's see if any match tomorrow can top that. What do you think? Voice your thoughts and opinions in the comments section below. Triple H sends a message to newly crowned champion after WWE WrestleMania 39. WWE Chief Content Officer Triple H sent a heartfelt message to Rhea Ripley after her incredible win at WrestleMania 39. Tonight at WrestleMania, Rhea Ripley battled Charlotte Flair in one of the most physical contests of the night. The match was amazing and had the fans on the edge of their seats due to the numerous false finishes that took place. Both women looked determined to win, but only Rhea was able to walk away with the title after she hit a devastating riptide from the top rope. Following the victory, Rhea celebrated in the ring while Charlotte looked on with tears in her eyes. After her win, WWE Chief Content Officer Triple H took to social media to welcome the new SmackDown Women's Champion to the mountaintop. A championship battle for the ages. Welcome to the mountaintop at Rhea Ripley WWE. #WrestleMania, wrote Triple H. It is good to see the game acknowledge Rhea Ripley's big win, considering he played a big role in her character development over the many years that she was with WWE. It remains to be seen what plans WWE will have for her going forward. What did you make of Ripley's big win? Sound off in the comments section below. The Rock sends a message after not appearing at WrestleMania 39 Night 1. The Rock recently took to social media to send a message to the WWE Universe and superstars after WrestleMania 39 Night 1. The grandest stage of them all kicked off with John Cena vs. Austin Theory for the United States Championship. It closed with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn dethroning the Usos to capture the undisputed WWE Tag Team titles. After tonight's WrestleMania ended, The Rock shared a video on Twitter where he sent a message to the fans and thanked the superstars who competed in NXT Stand and Deliver and the Show of Shows. He also teased making a return to WWE after mentioning Roman Reigns and the Bloodline. Sending electric energy, love, gratitude, and support to our WWE Universe, Team WWE, and my fellow women and men WWE and WWE NXT superstars whom I will always have your backs. Make history this weekend, move the crowd, and have fun. People's champ, he wrote in the caption. The last time The Rock appeared at WrestleMania was in 2016, where he defeated Eric Rowan in 6 seconds. It'll be interesting to see whether he makes a surprise return on Night 2 tomorrow night. Would you like to see the Great One back in WWE? Sound off in the comments below. Backstage details on Vince McMahon giving orders at WrestleMania 39. The Night 1 of WrestleMania 39 is in the history books now, and what an incredible show that was. Fans all around the globe are praising WWE and Triple H for the same. However, we now have an interesting report on how Vince McMahon was also involved backstage at the Show of Shows. Vince McMahon stepped down as WWE CEO and chairman last year after multiple allegations against him. Following that, Triple H took over as the head of creative and became the chief content officer. Earlier this year, Mr. McMahon leveraged his majority shareholder position to once again become the WWE executive chairman. Ever since, fans have been wondering whether he is once again getting involved in the creative direction of the company, but reports have suggested that's not the case. PW Insider Elite has now reported that Vince McMahon was backstage at WrestleMania 39 and had his own office near the gorilla position. Additionally, he was on the headset giving directions and comments throughout the night, supervising the show. This will surely raise questions about how involved Vince is once again in WWE's creative direction and storyline booking. The WWE chairman was earlier in news for debuting his new mustache look during last night's WWE Hall of Fame ceremony. WrestleMania 38 last year saw the unexpected in-ring return of Vince McMahon. The then 76-year-old star looked to be in great shape physically. He surprised everyone by officially competing and defeating Pat McAfee. Following his match, Stone Cold Steve Austin came out to the ring and in his iconic fashion delivered a stunner to the WWE boss. Mr. McMahon has been away from WWE television for a long time now, last appearing on an episode of SmackDown last year following the allegations against him. It is to be seen how his role with the company changes in the coming days. It will be interesting to see if he will continue to get creatively involved backstage in future shows and events after WrestleMania 39. Sami Zayn's wife gets the spotlight after WrestleMania 39 Night 1 main event. The WWE Universe could not have asked for a better ending to Night 1 of WrestleMania 39 as Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens became the undisputed tag team champions. The cameras caught Sami Zayn's wife experiencing an emotional moment, and fans couldn't get enough of it. Sami Zayn's better half, Cody has been by his side through thick and thin. She would surely have been the happiest person after he finally had a massive payoff at WrestleMania. The main event of Night 1 was played out like a great movie as the four competitors involved told one of the most epic in-ring stories in recent times. Seeing Zayn and Owens win the tag team championships at the grandest stage of them all would have resulted in almost every wrestling fan weeping in joy. Most viewers who caught Sami Zayn's wife's reaction agreed that they, too, were in a similar condition after witnessing a roller coaster of a WrestleMania match. We don't blame Cody for not being able to hold back the tears, as most of us also failed to do so. WWE dispelled all confusion regarding which match would main event the show as the Tag Team Championship clash rightfully closed out the first evening in Los Angeles. Jey Uso and Sami Zayn got the match rolling, and it didn't take time for the bout to descend into chaos as the Usos resorted to cheap tactics to get the upper hand. One of the biggest spots of the match was the Usos power-bombing Kevin Owens on the announcer's table, which briefly felt like it would help the champions retain their belts. However, Sami miraculously kicked out of a pinfall after a 1D, giving Kevin Owens time to recuperate and get back to support his partner. The finish of the match saw Sami Zayn hit Jey Uso with 3 hell-of-a kicks on Jey Uso for the 3 count while Owens took Jimmy out of the equation with a stunner. How much would you rate the match out of 5? Let us know in the comments section, and also whether you cried after the phenomenal contest. What happened with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens after WrestleMania 39 went off air. After Night 1 of WrestleMania 39 came to an end, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens shared a heartfelt moment with the former's wife. The main event of Night 1 of the show of shows was a banger that will be remembered by fans for a long time to come. The Usos and Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn tore the house down with their incredible performances tonight. After Zayn and Owens defeated the Usos to win the undisputed WWE Tag Team titles, the duo approached Zayn's wife and hugged her in a heartfelt moment. At Royal Rumble 2023, Zayn chose to betray Roman Reigns instead of attacking a helpless Kevin Owens. The moment received a massive pop from the fans in attendance that night. Here's what Zayn's wife had to say about the same: "It was way past my bedtime and our son was asleep, so I usually watch the TV on, like, volume 2 or 3. I was standing really close to the TV, and I was just, oh man, when he hit Roman in the back, I was whisper screaming so loud because it was just the best moment. And the way the crowd reacted, oh man, I was crying, whisper screaming, I was so happy. I was jumping up and down, as quiet as possible." Zayn and the prizefighter are seemingly celebrating their big victory right now. The duo wrestled one of the best matches in WrestleMania history tonight against the Usos. It remains to be seen if Roman Reigns will end up losing his undisputed WWE Universal title as well when he faces Cody Rhodes on Night 2 of WrestleMania 39. What did you think of the main event tonight? Sound off in the comments section below. WrestleMania 39 Night 2. How many titles are expected to change hands? The opening night of WrestleMania 39 was an interesting affair. From blockbuster matches to surprising returns, Night 1 of the show of shows had it all. It also saw a couple of expected title changes. While Rhea Ripley defeated Charlotte Flair to become the new SmackDown Women's Champion, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn prevailed over the Usos to become the new undisputed WWE Tag Team Champion. However, will there be any title changes on the second night of WrestleMania 39? Night 2 of the show of shows will witness 3 championship matches: Gunther vs. Sheamus vs. Drew McIntyre for the Intercontinental Championship, Bianca Belair vs. Asuka for the Raw Women's Championship, and Roman Reigns vs. Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. Recent betting odds have hinted at 2 major title changes on Night 2 of WrestleMania 39. While the ring general is expected to successfully retain his championship at the event, things may not end too well for Roman Reigns and Bianca Belair. Asuka and Cody Rhodes may prevail over the EST and the Tribal Chief to become the new Raw Women's Champion and new undisputed WWE Universal Champion, respectively. Given that there have been rumors of Roman Reigns going on a hiatus post-WrestleMania, it wouldn't be surprising if WWE decides to put the titles on the American Nightmare. With some major wins under his belt, Rhodes has been running high on momentum recently, and a massive win against Reigns would surely establish him as a megastar. As mentioned earlier, Cody Rhodes seems highly likely to dethrone Roman Reigns and become the new undisputed WWE Universal Champion on the second night of WrestleMania Hollywood. Wrestling veteran Arn Anderson recently shared his thoughts on Rhodes' second stint with WWE. The return of Cody Rhodes has been a blessing for WWE in a time of great difficulty. Contrary to initial expectations, Cody immediately received a huge push and repaid the trust of the management by showing off a series of excellent performances. Rhodes' return to WWE paid off, it must be admitted, said Arn Anderson. From defeating Seth Rollins in 3 consecutive encounters to ending Solo Sikoa's undefeated streak, the American Nightmare has had a near-perfect run with the Stamford-based company since making his blockbuster return at WrestleMania 38. Do you want Cody Rhodes to become the new undisputed WWE Universal Champion at WrestleMania? Share your thoughts in the comments section below.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take